Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of The Simpsons Hit and Run for the PlayStation 2. Last time, we avoided Chief Wiggum after collecting some fireworks, only for him to immediately catch up again, but doesn't matter, we still won. We completed our last few street races and got ourselves Moe's sedan, which is rather confusing considering that there is another car we get in the next level that shares the exact same name. It's not like Family Sedan, where at the very least family is at the beginning of it. No, it's called the sedan. And we did a few other missions. We raced a nerd. We did one other thing, but I've already forgotten what that was. So, for the rest of this, we're mostly going to be building the Truckosaurus. However, we have a few things in our way, and Professor Frink is here to tell us all about what those things are. So, let us begin.
I gotta play Bone Storm 2. Give me one!
No can do, my pointy-headed friend. I need the power of video game violence to run my latest invention / monster. If you find me a World War II communication radio and a satellite, then my creation will live, and we can play with it and enjoy the frolicking.
Oh, cool. Real violence is way better than TV violence. It's like a level boss come to life. Now, who would have a World War II radio? That guy that sells all those grenades to Nelson might. I better check.
Yep. We're helping him build the Truckosaurus. Forget Bone Storm 2, we're creating real violence. Bart and Frink go to Herman's Military Antiques to find a World War II radio for Professor Frink. No, we can't just get one out of the World War II vehicle. One thing, it's possible we don't have that yet. Secondly, I believe we did say it had to be a handset radio. To do that, we need to follow a pizza van. I think this is the last time we see one of these. Could be wrong, but I think it is. So our next 4 missions, I believe, are all centered around trying to build the Truckosaurus. Fortunately, Frink doesn't have any of the right things he needs, so we need to get them from other people. Unfortunately, they also are all having their own issues, as we will find out when we eventually get to Herman's. Unfortunately, that crash is sort of slowing me down. Thankfully, he's crashed as well. Even though I don't know, why are we following this thing? Because when we initiated the second mission by talking to Kearney, we were outside of Herman's antique store. So why do we need to follow this vehicle in order to get there when we've already been there? Ooh. Even though he's heading my direction, if that bar becomes empty, it'll still count as a mission fail. Even though we're going the same way. But we were already here. Why are we following this thing? Well, technically now it's following me, but... because we have no need to. We were already here. Come on, van. Oh yeah, by the way, Chief Wiggum has completely forgotten about our issue with the fireworks now. It means nothing. I teleported. Which man's which? Hey, Snake. Oh, and he knocked me over and I teleported. Again. That's my feet. Oh, he doesn't normally... normally he has an easier getaway than that, but it loaded in a lot of cars. Yeah, Snake just appears out of nowhere.
Hey, Springfield's lamest. What's the deal?
Didn't you hear? Herman's been robbed. Hey, you don't know who did it, do you? Because if you did, boy, that would be great.
Oh, no. Now where am I going to get a radio?
These fresh skid marks leading away from the scene of the crime could be a clue. But who's to say, really?
You just witnessed the entire thing. You were stood here. You just saw everything that happened. I mean, clearly he doesn't have a gun with him. For a start, his hand is clipping right through his gun holster. And the other one is clipping through his baton. Baton, however you pronounce it. I don't know. I hate that image of Snake. I've no idea what's going on there. What is wrong with Snake's nose? I think that was a bit of a flaw in the drawing there that they didn't fix up. Because other than that, I have no idea what's going on with Snake's face. Because that looks nothing like what we have here. What the hell is that artwork all about? But anyway, now we have one of the level's most difficult missions.
Hey, Snake, what's up?
Do I know you, little dude?
I need that radio you borrowed.
No way, little dude. This radio is going to help me score beaucoup de chicks.
Last time I checked, chicks like fast cars, not vintage electronics. Why don't we race for the radio?
Oh, I totally agree to your proposal.
Yeah, we're racing for it, and Snake's little bandit, besides the fact that he cheats, I think, or he like, takes off immediately. Snake's little bandit is one of the fastest cars in the game. We're going to be experiencing this ourselves in level 5, and we also drive it in level 7, and we unlock it in level 6.
Don't forget to ride. Oh, now, come on.
So essentially what you can do, and I might just do it, is you can use, you can destroy the one you unlocked in level 6 for one of the missions in level 7, where you can then immediately drive it, and you have to drive it as a mandatory mission in level 7 in the next mission, which is really weird. I never really thought about it until now. Unfortunately, that little crash has probably just done it in, because the finish line is right down here. Oh, thank you. It just ruined the race for me. Or fly to victory. Oh, I still missed that. I mistimed that as well. Right, the really annoying thing now, though, is that restarts the whole entire mission, I think. Yeah, that restarts the whole entire mission. Okay, so at the start of the mission, I was moaning about having to follow that pizza van, because it was pointless. But I now officially love them because Snake just crashed into one right at the beginning of the race. So, yeah. Easy victory for that one. Alright, now we're going to go back to that Krusty Burger. Same one we were at before for the bonus mission. We never have any reason to go to the other Krusty Burger that I was just next to. Much like how we only ever have to go to one Krusty Burger in level 1. So, we need to find a satellite dish. And the only person that has one of those is Cletus. I'm not sure why he's carrying it with him, but he has it. And we're in a pickup truck, so it's another one of these missions.
Hey there, Mr. Slack-jawed Yokel.
That be I.
Can I borrow your satellite dish?
Sure. If you help me scoop up my flat meat, sophisticated city youngster. Those darn revenuers don't like me selling roadkill.
Why is he always referred to as the slack-jawed yokel? Because I swear Nelson and Mo have the same exact looking mouths. And this is something I'm missing there. But better than beef. Collect all the flat meat before time runs out, and avoid a poo. Now we have a unique track. I think this is the only mission in the entire game where we hear this. There may be one in level 3, I'm not exactly sure. Find out when I get to that. Because we are going to be doing a similar mission to this in level 3. But yeah, we actually have some nice, I want to say banjo. It might be banjo music. Which is pretty cool. So we're collecting flat meats, which are skunks that have been run over. Clearly a lot of skunks are getting run over. Looks like a short run this one over. I'm assuming a train. No, get out of the way. I only have so much time to do this. So it starts off simple enough, but as they said, some people don't want Cletus selling roadkill. And that person is the only other person in Springfield who sells rotten meat and roadkill. And that's up here. So we get back to the Krusty Burger, and after that it's a simple avoid mission. We had 3 avoid missions in this level. You know, we didn't get any in level 1, so it's like we got to make up for it. So let's give him 3. I'm not sure what Cletus is talking about when he says that, because it sounds to me like he says, "Boy, that was better than the booby box." Now, what the hell is a booby box? That TV, a computer. One of those old-fashioned machines you stare into and you see the naked lady. I really have no idea. But yeah, now we got to avoid our poo. He doesn't want us selling road meat. He believes that only he should be doing that. I'm going in a straight line and I'm not making that bar is not getting... There it goes. Unfortunately, I ran out of level. Somehow, I think I'd be getting closer to him, but apparently not. And yeah, the music actually did go a bit Indian there. Get out of the way! Yeah. Simple enough, but this mission used to give me quite a bit of trouble, especially the last part.
Burgers are made of roadkill? That explains the tire tracks.
Ew.
Take this satellite dish as a reward. She gets 14 channels, including the Outhouse channel. Man, I love watching that.
Thanks, inbred hillbilly.
Torrent nothing.
This girl is tripping me out. But crusty burgers are made of roadkill? That explains the tire tracks. Meanwhile, my camera is going absolutely crazy. Right, so now we can return to Professor Frink.
Gotta work off my gun.
And we can give him our stuff. Is it still over here? Yes, it is. Again, why didn't this happen in level 1?
I'll never lose these love handles.
Part, you're 10. I don't even think 10-year-olds have love handles. Do they? I have no idea, but anyway. We never get to go into the stadium, sadly, only by the power of cutscenes.
You expect me to complete a Mark 10 Truckosaurus without a blender? Why don't I just make a plasmoclave without a tennis racket for playing out loud? Now fetch me a blender with the puree and the frappe and the liquefy.
Now where am I gonna get a blender? Dr. Nick! He loves blended girl drinks during surgery.
Alright, so now we gotta go and find Dr. Nick at the Screaming Monkey Medical Research Center. I'm not sure if that's an actual place in the film or not. The show or not. Yeah. That was a mistake. Thankfully this place is right here, so... Professor Frink is just lazy. He can't be bothered to do all of this himself. And he's supposed to be the smart one, yet Bart's the one that knows where he can find everything.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hi, everybody.
You seem like a heavy drinker. Do you have a blender?
Not now, okay? My monkeys have escaped. Can you catch them for me? I'll be so grateful.
Why won't they come back to you?
Because I have tortured them horribly, silly.
There's no way I'll be able to fit all those monkeys in my car. I better get a big truck or something.
To complete this mission, you will need the Mr. Plow truck. Purchase it from Homer in the hospital parking lot for 200 coins. Remember, you read that. Yeah, we need Mr. Plow. I'm not sure why we can't just use the Plow King, but I'm still wondering why Homer has Mr. Plow. I thought it got towed away. It's the wrong way. Yeah, gotta get Mr. Plow. By the way, Homer is in this exact same location and selling another car in level 5. They really couldn't choose. They couldn't decide on getting another character, so they just used Homer twice. But he'll be stood right here selling another car. But this time round,
I need your truck, Homer.
Why should I give you that?
Because I love you.
Pay up, sucker.
You're charging your own son?
Yeah, I guess I am.
I like how Bart went into his regular, well, not his regular, but his football animation there. Oh, I haven't gone into Bart's other costumes yet. I should do that at some point. Yeah, normally he'll like put his arms on his waist in like an unhappy manner. You know what? I'm gonna cut for a moment. I'm actually going to change my outfit. So I decided to just start a new recording session for this mission. So hopefully for this part we'll be able to actually finish the level. So let's purchase the Mr. Plow, and we can begin the next mission. Monkey see, monkey don't. Collect the monkeys before time runs out. then get the blender from Dr. Nick. Alright, it's going to be one thing clear here. I love the music for this mission. This is one of only 2 times we hear it. It's one of the 2 big collectathon missions, and I love it. I swear it's Beverly Hills Chihuahua, but I love it. Dun 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 Anyway, and I was clicking through the building there. But yeah, I love this music so much. And this is sad, really. This is only one of like 2 times we ever hear this track. And the other one is actually quite a similar mission to this, only that one is more of an on-foot, slightly more linear mission that we do in level 4. But as far as I'm aware, they're the only 2 times we ever get to hear it. But we have to collect 30 monkeys. They're all limited to just this area of Springfield, pretty much like the town square, I guess is what it is. There's a couple of monkeys on the other side of the construction site, but other than that, they're all here. So, you can generally easily find them by using your radar. Out of the way, probably going to end up causing a hit and run. Especially when I nearly ran over Hans Mole Man there. Everywhere you go, there's something you have to break in order to move on. Or a bin like that. Come on. Much like the wasps they've found on all of the buildings. I love this part of the tune as well. Da, 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 da. Hey! Crazy drivers. Honestly, some of these people should just not be allowed on the road.
Ow, my skull. My beautiful skull.
Oh! Didn't even see her there. I think actually gets a bit dramatic towards the end. She's sick of it happening. How much has happened to her? Alright, you gotta get your momentum going there. Well, not well, you don't necessarily. There is a lift that takes you up here. You know, that way's faster. Alright, I'm hoping there's... Okay, that one doesn't look too far away. Or maybe he is. Where is he? We've got plenty of time, but still. Where did I miss him? Got a runaway monkey. There you are. How did I miss that? Oh, now I gotta say goodbye to the music. I love this music too much, damn it.
Welcome home, Daddy's little angels. Now, to put electrodes in your brains.
Even the ending to the music is great. Actually, I want to know, does Toolbar have any idle animations that are like his own? Like, it seems a good chunk of the other costumes do, but I can't think of what exactly you would do for this sort of thing. I have no idea if that is one or not. I've never seen him do that, but generally I don't keep the characters idle. It just made me curious. Give him one more. Oh, no, he's doing the same thing. Never mind. I can't be bothered to wait any longer. I'm actually curious though. Before Sonic the Hedgehog, did characters have idle animations? That is something I must research. Because, you know, back then, most games were 8-bit. So, did they really have much in the way of idle animations then? 'Cause I think Sonic was like the one that made it popular. with the whole impatient attitude, and then taking a step further with Sonic CD, where flat will give you a game over. I'm actually curious if we had any others before Sonic. Anyway, ninjas! We are a ninja! Still can't think of what episode this is from. Come on. Oh yeah, we still have our time trial race. Let's do that quickly. He ran over Louis as well. This guy's a madman. What the hell is wrong with you? If I don't see it, it's not illegal. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, target time 2 minutes 10. Let's see if I can do it in this car. It's only a medium. At this point, mediums are still very possible. Those are the best things I've ever seen in this game. You flat out ran over Louis. Right, I've filled up almost all of the. I've filled up almost half the hit and run meter in the first 10 seconds. Whoa! How did I do that? Oops. If I don't see it, it's not illegal. Yeah, there's all sorts of different directions you can take for this part. But only one of them is considered like the main pathway. In fact, you have to, in level 5, one of those extra pathways does lead to a collector car. It's a rather annoying one though if you miss it, because it then means you have to backtrack all the way towards the where you entered that unfinished road again, and then attempt to jump again. Thankfully, it's pretty easy to get. So join me in level 5, where I spend 20 minutes trying to grab that one collector card. Way! Yes, you often find that set pieces like that where you go up a ramp and it gives you a cool camera view. There's one there, there's one where we also go through that tubular, itchy and scratchy thing. There's the one where we go over the tire fire in level 1, level 4 and level 7. And then the area that's in levels 3 and 6 also have one. That one actually changes between the two levels. Ooh, it just barely made that.
I don't remember this being here before.
Yeah, we made that. No problem.
Alright, that was so cool.
I could probably have done that. If I grabbed the pickup truck, I probably still could have just about done that. Whoa.
I don't remember this being here before. Take that.
Alright then. We have one more mission left to do. Now that we're done with our weird 5 seconds of silence, let us finally put an end to this level. Let's do that. There's one car that truly, or one vehicle that truly triumphs over them all for this mission.
Attention cars, 10-year-old.
Its acceleration sucks, but in every other department, mainly the fire department, Bart was even clipping through it,
Time for some road rage. Bart Simpson style.
it's awesome. Sucks at races, but otherwise it's great. By the way, this thing's horn is a siren.
Time to rock.
It's a very slow siren, and very delayed siren, but it is a siren. It's actually one of the few vehicles where you don't actually watch the character go in through the door. Alright, final mission of the level. But let's just check. Yep, final thing left to do.
Here's your last doodad. So can I see the Truckosaurus thing?
Yes. Here's a word I would love to be able to say. Unfortunately, there are too many people using cell phones, and the interference would then cause the monster to malfunction and kill many people. And my insurance is already sky high with the premiums and the schmemiums.
Final mission of level 2. Sellouts. Destroy all the cell phone users' cars before time runs out. Fortunately, all of their cars look exactly the same. I wish I didn't do that overhead view sometimes with the fire truck. Oh, I missed. Those front shots where you're going in opposite directions to each other are always the best ones. You can easily get through them. But yeah, it's a full-on destruction mission now, and we got quite a few of these things to destroy. They're all set in this same part of Springfield though, so it's not really an issue. It's an easy mission. Took me a few tries to get right, but generally this is a pretty good mission. It's made very easy with the fire truck. So, you know, this thing is huge. Yes, we're causing a fire explosion with a fire truck. They all take different routes around here though, so you gotta try and... So wherever one goes, the next one won't quite take the exact same direction for it. Well, since acceleration sucks though. You know, it's got 3 stars, but because of how bendy most of the roads in this game are, you're never really going to be able to get up to that speed. Yeah, these cell phone users don't actually know where they're going. Because this guy's just going around in a circle. There's one. And we've got to do the exact same thing, only this time he's going to be driving in a slightly different direction. Oh, yes. Took out got half the damage there. Don't know why I'm chasing him. It gives me plenty of time. It gives me a lot more time than it did the first one, so I don't know why I didn't just wait for him to come around again. Not as spooky music this time round, but maybe that's a hint. Although at the moment that means this means absolutely nothing to do with the main story. The first 2 levels really don't do anything in terms of story. It's not until the very end of this level. I mean, the game's opening movie is a subtle clue. If you're a Simpsons fan, you immediately know what's going on. I mean, I immediately knew what was going on. Look, he's taking damage already. So the opening movie will be your clue, but you know, other than that, level 1 has absolutely nothing to do with it. Apart from the characters wondering why there are suddenly surveillance cameras appearing everywhere. Level 2 means nothing until the level's cutscene at the end. And level 3 it doesn't mean anything either. Then finally in level 4 we begin to actually get somewhere in terms of story. And then it's not until the end of level 5 where we actually find out what's truly going on.
Oh man, that sucks and blows.
Does this thing suck or blow? Suck!
Asphalt eaters. Take that.
Again, this thing shines in when it in the power department, but in terms of speed or acceleration, it's terrible. I do wonder what this mission would be like as a Plow King. I'm always the fire truck in this mission because you know it's a vehicle we have in this level. I've ran into all sorts of objects already, and I'm just starting to develop some dents in the bottom.
So cool. Eat asphalt eaters.
Right, is this... I can't remember if it's the last one or if we've got one more. Right, let's head him off. It gives me more and more time for each one. Despite the fact I'm pretty sure they're all of the exact same strength. Every car looks exactly the same. Don't know why, but they do. Look at that. See, look at the amount of damage that did. He's already on fire. So you can deal so much damage. And again, that also works if you are able to hit Smithers head on with the Plow King when you arrive at the Quickie Mart. It's actually one of the downsides to these missions. When you have to use when you're using a strong car, you end them so fast. I mean, you could always not use the fire truck for this mission. I mean, the other one, it wants you to use the Plow King, although you could easily just get the Plow King, the mission begins, but the timer won't start until you get into it. So you can easily just go to a phone booth and then choose something else. But you can always try something else, but you then also at the risk of the fact that you yourself have a much weaker car. And you're going to be crashing into these cars a lot, doing damage to your own car. In fact, one mission that we're going to be doing in level 5 will have you take on... You have to try and blow up the strongest car in the game with... or one of them anyway, using one of the weakest cars in the game. And that one... You're going to need to collect those spanners, and unfortunately the time limit is not great for it. No, actually, I don't think... No, you're not against the time limit, because they know how much trouble you're going to have with that. So they don't even give you a time limit for that. But we did it! We destroyed all the cell phone cars, which means that the Truckosaurus can finally be built. And by that I mean it's already finished. Well, I assume it is anyway. Right, we've done it, Professor Frink. Now let us see the Truckosaurus.
Well done, my little sociopath. Right.
I like to smash.
Now there is no chance my Truckosaurus will go on a killing rampage with the screaming and the sadness and the hosing of blood off the robot.
I am the king! Wow, Truckosaurus is some kind of truck/dinosaur. I never would have guessed. Uh-oh. Yes! Everybody do the Bartman!
Oh boy. Can you guess who the villains of this level are yet? But that concludes level 2. We've 100%ed it. Bart has been kidnapped. It seems. But by who? Find out in level 5. So before that we have 2 more levels to take care of. So, next time we meet up, we will be doing level 3 of the Simpsons Hit and Run. Yeah, it's a save file. So, I will see you guys then.